You know, I hate to say I told you so, but it may sound like I'm being harsh with Chocolatito. I have no problems with Chocolatito. I don't hate or dislike the man or anything like that. But a few years ago, I had never heard of Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, and one day, all of a sudden, Jim Lampley on his show, The Fight Game, puts a guy I had never heard of, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, in his top five pound for pound. He was like, I guess 30 something and 0 at the time, like 30 and 0 or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember. Uh, and I'm like, okay, I had never heard of this guy, whatever. Then shortly after, he started fighting on HBO. And he looked impressive. He was wiping guys out. He was knocking guys out. But what did I notice when I saw this guy fight? I saw a guy who basically just came forward throwing bombs. That's what I saw. I didn't see a whole lot of different dimensions to his game. That's basically what I saw. That's what the guy was. So in my opinion, he was a one-dimensional fighter, man. So he's winning these titles. He's moving up in weight class. We're moving up in weight class. Then he fights quarters. And to be honest, I never watched that fight from beginning to end because the day that fight was, which was basically a year ago tomorrow, September 10th, 2016. And I know that date because that was the day that Triple G fought Kell Brook. And all of my, heart, mind, energy was on that fight, as I am Kell Brook's biggest fan, as y'all know. All right. So I really didn't watch that fight, didn't care to watch that fight. It came on later that night, did not care. Kell lost. I was not in a good mood. Dominic Ingram threw the towel, all that bullshit. But Chocolatito's face was puffed up. Some people say he lost that fight. And he looked like he took a beating. Then he had to fight with Rungvisai. And I did, quick research on Rungvisai the night of the fight when he fought him on the undercard of Triple G and Dan Jacobs, right? And I saw all these knockouts on Rungvisai's record. That he was a former champion, all these things. And I said, wait a minute. Chocolatito's in the high weight class. He's fighting this guy. This guy's got power. This guy, and for the odds they were giving, like plus 700 or some shit, I was like, it's worth the play. And sure enough, the guy paid off. I think it was higher than me. It was like, I think I won 700 off a $50 bet or some shit. It was ridiculous. I think he might have been like a plus 1400 or some shit, man. But yeah. So he fights Chocolatito, knocks him down in the first round, and in my opinion, he outboxed Chocolatito. And people talking about it's controversial. Chocolatito won, all this and that. I go off what actually happens in the ring, man. And this guy clearly won the fight. Uh, in the second half of the fight, he figured out the back foot game, outboxed Chocolatito. All Chocolatito could do was that one dimensional shit coming forward, swinging bombs, and it was not working. In the pre-fight video, I said that Rungvisai, he was gonna win this fight, and foolishly, people were throwing money on Chocolatito basically because of his name, because they believed in all the hype and bullshit they were saying about Chocolatito, about him being top 10, number one pound for pound, and all this they've been saying about Chocolatito throughout the years. Hyping this guy up like he was, the best in the world, when I never thought the guy was the best in the world. All right. So people throwing all this money on him, thinking he gonna win this rematch, and I'm saying, how? What is he gonna do? He is a smaller guy coming up in weight. All he does is that one-dimensional shit. It was not working in the first fight with Rungvisai, and it was not gonna work in this fight. And sure enough, you know, he got KO'd, man. He got KO'd. And not only did he get KO'd, unless Rungvisai is right-handed fighting out of southpaw stance, you know, if he is a true southpaw, he got knocked out by Rungvisai's offhand. His right hand, two right hooks, took care of Chocolatito, man. As I said, man, Rungvisai has power. You know, 43 wins, 39 by KO. You know, the guy, serious power puncher, man, in his weight class. And, I talked about the wear and tear on Chocolatito, last two fights. Would he be a shell of himself? I didn't even know about the trainer change, that he went from his longtime trainer to a different guy. If I had known that, oh, man, if I had known that, I probably would have went in big time on Rungvisai, man. I mean, damn, I did not know that fact. You know, HBO talking about all, the trainer and the age and him, all this and that, making excuses for Chocolatito. Fact of the matter is, man, he probably could still have success, but he is just fighting in a weight class he should not be fighting in, man. The guy got too eager. He, wanted to do too much in the sport, man. He went up one weight class too high. That's what he did, man. He should have stayed at flyweight. That should have been the highest weight class for him. Who is advising this guy? Who is managing this guy's career, man? Why would they stick him back in there with Rungvisai to prove a point? Did they really think he won the fight? If you're objective, you should clearly see and think that Rungvisai won that fight, the first fight. He knocked the guy down. He was a bloody mess, and the official judges gave it the Rungvisai. I gave it the Rungvisai. You know, I when I'm looking at fights, I'm not thinking about, oh, this guy's the bigger name, so he must be winning, or this guy's the bigger name, so I'm gonna give him the round. No, I go off what I'm seeing in the fight, who's winning, who's not winning. And this guy was beating Chocolatito, man. Plus 300 underdog in the rematch. Uh, and Tom Loeffler, K2 Promotions, and whoever else is behind this guy, they failed him, man. They should have said, you know what? He's had two bruised fights at super flyweight. He needs to move back down to flyweight, man. That's what they should have said about Chocolatito. They could have covered for the guy. I don't know if he pushed for a rematch. His promoter, his manager, I don't know. But it was a mistake, man. It was a big, big mistake, you know. And I'm sitting there calling the guy to win either by a wide margin or a knockout, and that's what happened. Chocolatito got knocked out cold, man. He had his old lady running from the ring and shit. I'm glad to see that she came back. I don't know if somebody told her or she smartened up and showed concern for the guy, but the last thing she needs to do is be running away, leaving the guy by himself. So she did the right thing. She went and got close to the guy and held his hand and walked to the back with him as they was getting ready to take him to the hospital. And they did right now doing the interview with him and getting him on, to get checked out or whatever, man. Where does he go from here? Like I said, he can move back down. Either that or retire. But, super flyweight is not a division for him, man. And if Rungvisai did that to Chocolatito, man, as I said the first time in a video I did called First Impressions, Naoya Inoue, I said that he would be an absolute nightmare for Chocolatito, man. A nightmare. I think I've said in videos I would put money on him to knock out Chocolatito, man. And Rungvisai did this in 4 rounds with his right hand, knocked him out cold, man. You know, the monster would have eaten Chocolatito up, badly, badly. And who Rungvisai, who I like, Rungvisai has made me money. I like his demeanor. I like the fact that he's a power puncher, that he was underdog twice and won. I have respect for this guy, man. I like this guy. And even though I like him, if he fights Naoya Inoue, it would be bad for Rungvisai. It would be bad for Rungvisai. What are Rungvisai's flaws? Rungvisai is he's very planted. He's very flat footed with his punches, man. You know, the guy's not fluid when he's throwing. Both feet are planted and he's throwing. His head is wide open to get hit. He's exposed, and you know that flawed technique, man. You know it's not gonna work on Noya anyway, man. It is not. You know, he will be sitting back waiting, and he will be countering and peppering Rungvisai. Uh, you know, the Rungvisai's only hope is if the monster has his hands down like he had tonight, and he the guy has power, but Noye has a chin. If he would land on the monster and hurt him bad, buzz him, knock him down, or knock him out, that would be his only hope in the fight. So you know, and the guy has real power, but like I said, Inoue has a chin, but you know, I think Rungvisai is too flawed for the monster, man. That's the way I see it. You know, if he's throwing them punches, standing still like a statue, you know, with them feet planted, man, just throwing, you know, from a stationary stance, that's not gonna beat the monster, man. It's not gonna beat the monster. Rungvisai most likely will get stopped. You know, could he go 12 rounds doing that shit, man? I don't think so. So they said HBO said that Estrada was the mandatory. Um, that's the direction Rungvisai needs to go. And that's going to be a tough fight for him because from what I saw from Estrada, hell, he either started slow or wanted Quadras to tire himself out. I don't know either one, but this guy apparently has a great gas tank. He could go. I mean, damn, from halfway point or before that to the end of the fight. You know, when he won that fight against Quadras, man. You know, on points, he got a knockdown too. So you know, this guy, great gas tank, power, can move. Um, you know, this is gonna be a tough test for Rungvisai, man. You know, I may favor Estrada in that fight. You know, from what I saw from him, um, you know, Wrong side, his style is great for Chocolatito, man. And by the way, he fought. You know, I was saying he should have fought on the back foot like he did at the end of the first fight. Yeah, he stood in the pocket. He was taking the Chocolatito. He wanted to have a all-out war. You know, throwing all bombs. I guess he did not respect Chocolatito's power, and or he wanted to get the knockout to make a statement. You know, for anybody who said that he did not win the first fight, he wanted to be definitive tonight. You know, so in my opinion, he beat Chocolatito twice, man, not just once. He beat the guy twice, man, and you know, yeah, he can have that fight with Estrada, but it's gonna be tough, man. You know, this guy, from what I saw, moved around, great punch selection, power, uh, you know, stamina. So, man, I don't unless his chin gets hit by Rungvisai and Rungvisai can do damage like that. But it's gonna be a tough fight. He got two tough challenges, man, in the monster and in uh, Estrada. Now, if Estrada and Rungvisai fight, who should the monster fight? The first person that comes to mind with me is that champion at Superfly that Eddie Hearn has, who I cannot think his name at the moment, but yeah, that guy. He needs to fight champions, man. He needs to names that we know. Do we want to see him in Quadras at this point? Quadras just lost. I want to see him fight somebody that's winning. I would like to see him fight a champion, maybe get another belt, man. That's what I would like to see from the monster, man. If he's not gonna fight Estrada or Rungvisai, he can go for another belt. I guess what the WBA and the IBF is out there. Whoever has those belts. But I know Eddie Hearn's guy has got one of them. I don't know who has the other one, but I would like to see him go for that. And hopefully HBO puts these fights on. with all these guys, man. NUA, they better get this guy signed up immediately if they haven't already. And of course, Estrada and Rungvisai, they can put that shit on. So I think that's it, guys. I think I've covered all of the bases, man. Uh, you know, um, that's just the way I saw this scenario playing out, and that's the way I view Chocolatito all this time, man. You know, he moved up one weight class too much. They should not have booked this rematch, man. Tom Loeffler, K2 Promotions, whoever else advising this guy, man. They made bad decisions, man. They probably should have went back down after the first quarters fight, man. Say, you know what, these guys might be too big for Chocolatito, man. But that's it, man. If I miss anything, I will leave a comment in the comment section. Congrats to Rungvisai, man. You know, all that money kept coming in on Chocolatito. People kept betting Chocolatito. I'm sitting back saying, why? What are they doing? So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll be checking in soon, man. Y'all take care.